students. Today's Read Aloud, we are going to be reading The Lonely Scarecrow. Now, what do you think the word lonely means? If you take out the ly and you get lone, I like to think of lone as alone, like you are by yourself, no one's with you, you are by yourself. So, for example, I am by myself here. And also, if you look in this photo, he is the only scarecrow in the field. Now, you might see some rabbits and a fox and a badger in the field, but he's the only scarecrow, if you look. So we're going to be reading this story today. The Lonely Scarecrow. In the middle of a field, under a sky the color of cornflowers, stood a scarecrow. He had a scary face, but a kindly heart. More than anything, he wished that the animals and birds would be his friends. So he just wants friends. He will even be friends with the animals. But the creatures of the field were afraid of the scarecrow's flapping coat and his big black hat. They were afraid of his beady eyes, his crooked nose, and his jagged metal mouth. So they are terrified of the scarecrow. Would you be his friend? Yeah. He does seem kind of scary on the outside, but he could be nice on the inside. We just have to read on. In the spring, the scarecrow watched the animals play at the edge of his field. He watched the birds as they made their nests. He watched the carefree tumblings of fox cubs and rabbits. He listened to the noisy ducklings by the old pond, and all the time the animals watched the scary scarecrow, but they never came near. So they just watched each other from afar, but they did not talk to each other. Each day the swaying wheat in the field grew taller. The scarecrow lost sight of the animals. He lost even the happy song of the lark, drowned out by the whispering of the wheat. Marooned in his golden sea, the scarecrow lost hope of ever making friends. Oh no. See, the cornfield is growing, or the wheat is growing, so it's very hard to see out of his little animal friends, or the animals that he used to see. Then the combined monster came to the harvest wheat. What do you think the combined monster is? We'll have to read on to find out who that is. The animals hid from its churning jaws and the ravaged acres of mud and stubble that it left behind. They also hid from the scarecrow, who stood alone now in the empty field. Now the animals are terrified of this monster and the scarecrow. From the north came a sly breeze that stole the leaves from the trees and the light from the days. The animals hurried home to their warm burrows and cozy nests. And the scarecrow felt even lonelier. There we go. If you don't know the word, just keep on trying. For he knew that winter was coming. Oh no, so now he feels even more alone since the animals are now going back to their habitats, their homes, to stay warm for the winter time. Snow fell heavily one night and kept on falling. It fell on the bare, still woods and on the silent fields. Slowly, it covered the ground where the Scarecrow stood. So the snow is falling down. Now it is the season of winter. In the morning, the animals woke to a world that has changed. A thick blanket of snow covered the frozen earth. The Scarecrow seemed to have vanished too. In his place stood a jolly snowman. Oh, look, the snow covered up the Scarecrow, and now he's a snowman. And all the animals are looking at him like, who is this? Could he be my friend? Are they afraid of him? The creatures played happily in the field, rolling and tumbling in the snow around the Scarecrow. And the Scarecrow, well, he was as cheerful and bright as the sunny winter day. So when the snow got on top of the Scarecrow, he looked like a nice, jolly snowman, and all of the animals want to be his friend because he just looks so happy to be around. Although he was happy, the Scarecrow was afraid of what would happen when he lost his snowy coat. He was afraid that the animals would shrink from his twisted shape. Most of all, he was afraid he would be alone again, and then the snow began to fall. Oh no. Do you think they'll still be his friend once the snow melts off? The snow slipped off the Scarecrow's shoulders and dripped from the brim of his hat. When the last patches of snow fell from his face, the animals looked up and wondered, could the friendly snowman be the same scary creature they had feared for so long? As the warmth of spring stirred the brown earth, the Scarecrow felt a bird peck at his hat, and a mouse nested in the folds of his coat. And the Scarecrow knew that he would never be lonely again. Oh, so once the snow melted away, he was worried that the animals would run away because they didn't want to hang out with him before when he was a Scarecrow. But since the animals became friends with him when he had snow on him, so he looked like a nice little snowman, they realized how nice he was, and they still like him even when he's a Scarecrow. And that was all, and I hope you guys enjoyed this story, and I'll see you guys next time.